G'day guys, Daniel from South Australia Heavy Vehicle Training. In this video we're going to run through the in-cab preparation or the cab drill, whichever you prefer to call it. During this in-cab preparation I'm going to use the acronym Don't Be Silly, Make Cab Safe. It stands for door, brake, seat steering, mirrors, controls and then seat belt. So the first thing that we're going to do when setting ourselves up, we're going to check our door and make sure that it's shut. We're then going to check our park brake, make sure that it's on. From there we put the air back in our seat. It's the first button at the front. It'll raise your seat up. We make sure that we can touch our brake and our accelerator. We then make sure that we can reach the top of the steering wheel without arching too far forwards. There are two steering techniques during assessment. There is hand over hand or push pull. There's no letting go of the steering wheel and you can't palm it. Okay, from there we've got door, brake, seat steering. Mirrors. In our top mirrors we want to see 10% truck, 90% road. Again in the left one, 10% truck, 90% road. In the bottom we can see a little bit of the cab, but they're angled out so that we can watch the apex of the turn when we're turning left or right. So that was door, brake, seat steering, mirrors. Now we're going to run through our controls. This is where everything is that you're going to use today. We start from the left hand side, and back here we've got our mirror controls, top and bottom. From there we move forwards, we've got our park brake, our transmission, our climate control and then our radio. On this stalk here on the left hand side you twist the end and you've got your windscreen wipers. Twist it back, turns them off. From there flick it down towards your knee, you've got your engine brake. We're going to use that when we do our downhill descent. If you flick it back up it turns it off. From there, if you push and hold the end, you're going to wash your windscreen. We need to make sure that there's water in that windscreen washer bottle, but we'll run through that on our pre-departure check. From there, we're moving to our gauges. We've got our diesel gauge, our temperature gauge, the rev gauge, our speedo, and then primary, secondary air tanks over here on the right-hand side. Moving to this stalk here, if we twist the end, we've got our parkers, and then full lights. Push it down towards the floor, you've got high beam. Bring it up towards you, flash, flash. Turn your lights off, left indicator, and then right indicator. From there, the last thing we do is put our seatbelt on. If you're in a shitty old truck and you have to move your mirrors manually, you don't want to be taking your seatbelt on and off. So we'll put that seatbelt on. Beautiful. That completes our in-cab preparation and knowledge of controls. From there, stay tuned for the next video and make sure that you like and subscribe.